we're going to work on lesson 3-7, which is still using algebra. Very cool. Now we're going to solve one-step equations using multiplication and division. All right, so let me go ahead and write a problem that you probably see in your assignment. Let me just pull one from the book. Let's see. All right. Let's do 5a is equal to 100. All right. So I know you're already looking at that. Say, oh, I know what a is. Okay. But again, you have to use the steps of algebra because you're not always going to be able to eyeball it and say, oh, I know the answer. All right. So remember when we did using addition and subtraction? You know, our goal was to get rid of everything on this side of the equation except for the variable. We're trying to solve for the variable. That's the mystery number that we're trying to figure out what it is. Okay, so we had to move all the other stuff from one side of the equation to the other. Okay, it's the same thing here. When we were adding, what did we do? Say we had a plus 5 equals 10. What did we do to get rid of that plus 5? Yep, we did the opposite, which was subtract 5. Okay. And the same thing if we were doing a minus 5 equals 10, what did we do to get rid of the minus 5? We did the opposite, which was to add 5. Okay, well, multiplication and division here are the same way. Okay, 5a. So let's ask ourselves, okay, well, what process is going on here? And you should have seen this probably by now, but if you don't know already, if they're written side by side like that, it means to multiply, okay? So 5 times what number equals 100? So, well, what's the opposite of multiplying by 5? Well, the opposite of multiplication is division. So the opposite of multiplying by 5 is dividing by 5. All right, so I'm just going to divide by 5. All right, that is now gone. Okay, remember golden rule of algebra. What you do to one side of the equation, you have to do the exact same thing to the other to keep that equation balanced. So if I divided this side by 5, I have to do the exact same thing over here. 100 divided by 5, well, a is equal to 100 divided by 5, which I know you knew this, is 20. All right, and does that make sense? 5 times 20? Yeah, that's 100. All right, let's do another one. Let's just do decimals, just because we can. All right, 0.4x is equal to 1. Okay, so this is also cool, because I know you probably can't do this in your head. All right, so we've got 0.4 times a number to get 1. Okay, so think about this. We want to get x all by itself. What's in the way? This 0.4. Got to kick him out of there. All right, so how do we get rid of the 0.4? Well, 0.4 is being multiplied by the x. So what's the opposite of multiplying by 0.4? Dividing by 0.4. Divide. Okay, poof, it's gone. So what do I need to do? Yep, we need to move it to the other side of the equation. So 1 divided by 0.4. Well, I gotta work this out. Okay, so I'm sure you remember from the dividing with decimals lesson that, can I have a decimal into my divisor? Nope. So I gotta pick it up, move it to the end. Okay, my decimal, that's a 1, it's a whole number, so there would be a decimal at the end. I pick it up, move it over. All right, that goes there. And then I put a 0 there. So now I basically have 10 divided by 4. Well, let's go. 4 goes into 10 2 times. That's 8. Looks like a smiley face. All right, 2. Okay, I'm going to add a 0 to the end because, again, can't have a remainder. Bring down a 0. 4 goes into 20 5 times. Okay, so x is equal to 2.5. All right. That's multiplication. Now let's go ahead and see a division problem. Okay, now when we work with algebra, you see division written a little bit differently. A lot of times it's written as a fraction, or they'll just use a division symbol. So let's do 21 divided by x is equal to 3. so, yes, I know you know the answer, but we're going to go ahead and work it out. Okay, so we've got 21 divided by what number is going to give you 3? Well, that was not a good example. I'm trying to think of how to explain that. Yep, let's do, forget that, back up. All right, let's do A divided by 7 is equal to 63. Here we go. Okay, so we got A divided by what number is 63? Yes, I know you know the answer, but we're going to work it out. All right, so we got A. We want A to be all by itself on this side of the equation. What's in the way? The divided by 7. Got to make this go away. Ask yourself, what's the opposite of dividing by 7? Multiplying by 7. Okay, so I'm going to multiply by 7. All right, that is now gone. So, golden rule of algebra, if I do something to this side of the equation, what do I have to do over here? The exact same thing. 63, whoop, I don't know where I got that 9. All right, 63 times 7. So 63 times 7, 42, 44, 441. So my A, in this case, is 441. All right, well, let's do one more. Okay. 12 is equal to R divided by 9. Okay, so what is R? It's probably a pretty big number. So first step, got to get R all by itself. What's in the way? Divided by 9. What's the opposite of dividing by 9? Multiplying by 9. Okay, poof, that's gone. All right, if I multiply by 9 on this side, I have to do the exact same thing over here. Times 9, 12 times 9, well, 10 times 9 is 90. 2 times 9 is 18. 90 plus 18 is 108 is equal to R. All right, so good luck with your assignments.